Hey, what's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to the channel. Subconscious Truth is your girl Raina here. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for tuning into the channel. This may resonate or it may not because it is general. So let's get right into the energies in your past. You have the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the High Priestess. I feel like some of y'all were at a new beginning when it comes to dealing with something practical. This could be y'all tuning into your intuition, coming to the realization of how, of yourself, physically, mentally, um, your appearance, how you look, how, you know, even your self-worth. Something about your self-worth. Maybe you're needing to go through this. You went through a situation that was testing your self-worth. um you could have been intuitively aware that someone was coming towards you, or you were listening to your intuition, and it was telling you to go in a certain direction, whether it had been in a relationship, school, work. But it's dealing with something more practical. It's dealing with something more earth-based. Some of y'all could have had a small term goal. Maybe you wanted to have this type of relationship, or it's like you're preparing yourself for something or someone. But it's kind of like, this new beginning could have been kind of challenging. But I feel like you were listening to your intuition. Um, but it's like, you know, whatever this period that you was in your past, it needed time. It's like it needs time to grow. It's about divine timing here. Because with the High Priestess, this is a passive energy. She's not gonna move until she's ready to move. The High Priestess is not gonna let you know everything until you need to know. Um, she's the behind the scenes. This is secrets. I don't know if some type of secret came out, or like, it's just, it's just something that it could be even a secret admirer coming towards you, or you wanting something, like you looking at it in a practical way, but reflecting on it, and it's like this is what you want, and is a new beginning, whether it be a lifestyle, or the way you want to look, or something dealing with external things, but internally you're feeling this. So it could be like fake it till you make it type of thing. Like, you may not have all the information, or you may not have all the experiences, or you may not have all the education, or you may not have all of whatever it is you want, but I feel like you going after it. Like something like kind of like you trying to manifest something in a sense. Because in your present you have the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So, maybe you're listening to your higher self, or I don't know, like I said, you could have been trying to manifest something, and it may come in this Page of Cups. So, and maybe it is you want a relationship, you want a partnership. Again, with this Page of Cups and this Four of Wands, like this shit was in the other reading. It was in it was in Gemini's reading, I think. Or Aries? Nah, it was in Aries reading, or Gemini's reading. But I'm seeing somebody wanting a certain status. Again, going back to that Page of Pentacles, you wanting something in a more practical sense, but you don't have it. It's kind of like internally you may feel like you have it, but external to you, you don't. So you're trying to manifest this. So through this Hierophant, whether it be an authoritative or society, or it's like something that's just outside of you, you're wanting that. And I just feel like I don't know. I don't know if, because you don't have all the knowledge yet, or you don't have all of what it is you need, you may be going to somebody who has it. So maybe you could be going back to school, or you going to take a class. Um, like maybe you want to sew, or maybe you need to brush up on your skills, um, of that sort. Or you may have to learn a lesson in love. Um, and it could be with this Taurus, with this authoritative figure, or with this person of authority, or a person of whoever has what it is you want. Like you may have to go to that master teacher, you know what I mean, where they can help you actually become whatever it is you're trying to become, or get whatever it is you're trying to get. Because I just feel like in the past it's just like you were on search for something, you were needing to put the work in, but you may have, the challenge could have been, where are you going to get this information from, or where you going to get, like you needed information to get whatever you were trying to manifest, or whatever goal you were trying to achieve. So you're going to have to go to this person of status, of authority, or a guru, or a spiritualist, or somebody who has that knowledge, a tarot reader, or again, back to school, or take a class, or some shit like that. Where in the Four of Wands, I feel like is like whatever that was missing, now you may have it. So you may feel at home with this person. You may feel whatever this person is giving you, knowledge, or wisdom, or I just feel like it's feeding whatever it is you're needing, whatever that was missing. I feel like it's like filling you in to make you feel complete, if you get what I'm saying. Because I feel like in the past you were missing something, you were on search for something, and whatever it is you were trying to manifest, you needed to find the hidden pieces. It was something unknown. It was something maybe your higher self was telling you to go follow this direction, go with this direction, and you had to go to a teacher. You know what I mean? You had to play the student, and this person played the teacher. And now it's making you feel complete. Whatever lessons you had to learn, whatever knowledge or wisdom you had to learn, you got it. So I don't know if you were trying to manifest a relationship. You were trying to manifest a partnership. You wanted to manifest a business. Something in your home, though. Something that is dear to you. Something that is known to you. I just feel like it was something that was telling you to go in a certain direction. You went to that direction, and now it has brung you harmony and joy and peace. It makes you feel complete. Like you feel complete now. You know, because in the future position you have the Fool, the Empress, and the Death card. Now this is a new cycle. This is a new beginning, and the High Priest and the Empress is a woman of stature. She's a mother. She's a wife. Um, she loves unconditionally. She's a healer. She is prosperity. She brings abundance. She brings life. She brings death. I don't know if you needed to go through the cycles of being in the High Priestess energy, where she's not quite the Empress yet. She has to become, she learns her lessons by going through situations um, where she doesn't know her self-worth, because she's emotional needy. She pretends to be something she's not. I don't know if that's what I'm getting. Like maybe you had to go through those cycles of gaining that knowledge to be the Empress. So in the outcome, you are the Empress, and with that death card, it's more of a transformation. It's more of that high priestess energy of being a high priestess is now coming to an end. I feel like, if you get what I'm saying, like, whatever this Four of Wands may have come to an end, because you may have to have went through that lesson of loving someone who's different from you. I don't know. Like, maybe you had to love somebody who's different from you. You may have to learn how to learn to love someone, or whatever the lesson or knowledge or wisdom you gain from these spiritual teachers, or this path you were in, or this experience you was in. You may have to learn how to love, or be receptive to love. You know what I mean? Even knowing your worth. So I just feel like with the death card, the Empress is birth and is death, and when there's death, there's a rebirth, there's a new beginning. So if something does come to an end, it's definitely a new beginning. But with this death card and this Empress, to me, that's even Kundalini. It's more healing. It's more bringing death to old ways of, again, bringing you back to the high priestess. You had to go through those lessons, through that karma, in order to gain the status of the Empress. You had to learn your worth, going through these experiences, or you had to go, you needed to seek out knowledge or gain the wisdom through these life experiences to become the Empress. And through those experiences and those life lessons, the death card comes in, and it what it does, it's like killing off, or there's a transformation happening, and there's emotional behaviors, or traditions, or ways of thinking that no longer serve you. And now you're stepping in the status of the Empress. You're not gonna love everybody unconditionally. Well, you could love people unconditionally, but now you're gonna learn that you could love from a distance. um you know you don't have to be the side chick. You don't have to stay in relationships that don't make you happy. You don't have to stay where you don't feel needed or appreciated, but you stayed anyway. But maybe you had to learn that lesson, because again, with this present, I feel like, even with, if this is an authority in the Page of Cups, with the Hierophant, that's not, that's Taurus. Yes, it is Venus, but is an authoritative figure, and it's more about there being a teacher to you. So you may have to have gone to this person to learn the lesson from this teacher, or this experience. But I don't think there was love there. You know what I mean? It was just so you can become the Empress, where you know your self-worth, when you know when to let go, when you know when things need to end. It's because you're stepping into that status of your own self-worth, loving yourself, caring for yourself, um, and seeing the beauty within you and loving you for you. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm seeing in this reading. Is now, you're now gonna be able to begin a new cycle and let go of your old ways, and because you learned your lesson, and now you're stepping into the energy of the Empress, where she loves herself, and she respects herself, and she knows her self-worth, and she knows that she's the creator, and she knows she is the destroyer. She knows, she sees the beauty in herself, and in others, but she knows that she just doesn't take bullshit. You know what I mean? So I just feel like that's what this reading is about. With Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Thanks for tuning in, and I so appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share, y'all. Peace.